Hey everybody, this is Dr. William Clark here for Leadership Conversations. This is the show where we talk about leadership according to the world that matters to you. I wanted to come on really quickly and share something with you. I know many of you have been working really hard in 2019, and you've been working towards your goals, and you've been making sure that you've accomplished everything that's on your to-do list for 2019. And for that, I say kudos to you, and my hat goes off to you. But I wanted to address something really quick that's important to all of us who are running projects and businesses in 2019, and that is how to maintain a new venture after it launches. Now, you've done the hard work of getting this thing off the ground. You've done the hard work of letting people know what you're working on and why you're working on it, and what they can expect from you, and you've done all of that hard work. Now, after you get it off the ground, there is more to do, right? You know, you still got to turn a profit. You know, you still got to sell merchandise and product and services, etc. So how do you maintain this venture after it launches, after you cut the ribbon, after you say, welcome, come on in, after you launch the website, after you launch the social media page, etc.? There are 4 things I want to share with you that are critical to you maintaining a new venture after it launches. Number 1, you as the leader, as the founder, as the entrepreneur, as the executive, or whatever role you're playing in this, you need to stay focused on the end goal, right? There's an end goal that you're trying to get after, whether it's sales, whether it's exposure, whether it's more customers, whether it's product diversity, whether it's getting more locations, etc. Whatever your end goal is, you need to keep focused on that, because as your business and project continues to move forward, as it flourishes, as people get notice of what you're working on, it's easy to get distracted by other things that are going to pop up. So you're going to have to stay focused on what you're trying to achieve, and don't be afraid as you're staying focused on what you're trying to achieve to switch gears on how to get there, because the plan that you're working on may not be the plan that makes sense to get you to your goal as you start to uncover new information, as you begin to discover new things that you didn't expect, or you experiencing things that just weren't on your radar. So you got to stay focused and be willing to maneuver as necessary. Number 2, you got to cultivate a leading staff member or staff members and assign them to the project. What that means in layman terms is you got to have somebody to come up behind you to replace you. If you're not doing that, if you don't have anybody in mind, you're going to find yourself stuck working in the business or in the project and not on the project or on the business. You got to have somebody ready, being cultivated, being developed to replace you so that you can move forward in growing the business, in developing the business, in monetizing the business, in marketing the business, etc. Now, there are a couple of solutions to do that. I know you're telling me, listen, there's nobody that can run with my vision. There's nobody that can do what I do. I'm very unique, and people are only excited about this project because of me. Well, that's partially true. And it may be that people are excited about what you're doing because what you're doing actually is interesting. It has nothing to do with you. Some people are following you because it's you. But regardless of why people are following your work, regardless of why people are staying connected with your business or your project, that doesn't take away from the fact you got to cultivate leading staff members. Now, if you're saying to me, I can't find anybody for a variety of reasons, I can't afford them, I can't pay them, I can't find them, etc., then you might want to consider this little tidbit of secret for entrepreneurs, both of small and mid-sized and large businesses, and that is the virtual staff member or temp staff. Those 2 solutions can really help you quite a bit. Virtual staff members or virtual people who do work for you from afar or not close to you can be of value to your business. You can assign things to them to get things done that can free your time up tremendously. There are websites that focus on gigs that you can hire people to get done, or tasks for them to get done for you. And then staffing agencies. You can hire a temp person to do temp things. There are people who are intentionally looking for part-time work just so they can put some change in their pocket, right? Everybody's situation is different, but there are always people who can be assigned to work on your project so you can continue to grow your business. Number 3, you got to monitor your key performance indicators. Every business, every nonprofit, every church has key indicators that lets you know if the organization, if the project is healthy. If you say that you don't have key performance indicators, you must find them out, and you got to make sure you monitor them. Those key indicators help you get straight to the point point to determine, are we doing well? Are we not doing well? Are we healthy? Are we not healthy? Are we on track or are we not on track, right? Those indicators are the lifeblood of your business, your nonprofit, and your church. You must monitor them regularly. You must focus on them all the time. And those are the indicators you hold your staff accountable to. Those are the things that you measure success, to measure success of staff and the entire organization. So without the key indicators, staff don't know what they're working towards. And while you may have a set of key indicators that you're focused on, those key indicators ultimately lead to detailed plans, detailed activities, detailed tasks that break down what must be done in the organization. So key indicators does not leave out the details, but it forces the details to rise to the top that matters most to you, that matters most to the success of the organization. Here's the last thing I want to share with you about maintaining a new venture after it launches. After you've done all these things, keep focused on end goal, cultivate leading staff, and monitor KPIs. You got to continue to coach your team. You got to coach people who are doing tasks for you. You got to coach your partners. You got to coach people because people need to hear from you on a regular basis. They need to know what you're trying to do. Yes, you're going to tell them over and over and over again, the end goal is to do this or get here. But people need to be reminded that you are still you. You're good at what you do. You are a master of your craft and your trade, and you need to help them move from point A to point B. While they will never replace you because you are a unique person and resource to your business or your project, the coaching you provide opens up their eyes and provides significant insight into what to do, how to get the task done, what to think about as they get tasks done, the big picture of the business or the project, or what's important to the customer. That coaching that comes from you is vital to the success of your organization, to the success of your nonprofit, your business, or your church. Listen, I hope that you find these 4 tidbits helpful because it's going to make a difference in not only launching a project, because it's easy to launch a project as the new year unfolds and as you get deeper into the year and start thinking about the new year coming up. But the sustainability of that project, the sustainability of that business is what you're really after. If you're not in business in the next quarter, in the next year, in the next 2 or 3 years, then all that launching effort you've done, the designing of business cards, websites, social media, all the things that make you look and feel sexy when it comes to launching a business are going to be all for naught. It's about sustaining and maintaining that business so you can be around for years to come. Listen, if you find this helpful, follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And if you have a podcast on platform, subscribe, share this information with somebody you care about. Listen to this over and over and over again so you can kind of master these things that matter most to your business, your nonprofit, or your church. This is Dr. William Clark here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next show. Peace.